And welcome back. We're getting ready for the second half here on Football Night in McAllen. I'm Mark May along with Mario Reyna, and we're enjoying bringing you this entire season of Football Night in McAllen. They've got the Bulldogs, the Warriors, and tonight it's the Mustangs who are in the spotlight. And what a spotlight it is. They lead 42-0 here as we get ready to start the second half. Let's take a look at a highlights package of the first half. And of course it was all Mustangs, starting with 3 minutes into the game with this big touchdown on a 3rd and 8 play to DJ Johnson. And this would become a familiar sight here in the first half. That was his first of 3. And then here was the second one. And this was the very next play after a mission punt. That one going 76 yards after the first one went for 59. And then here's the third one. And this was in the second quarter after they had switched ends. And this one going the distance of 72 yards. As you see, Johnson had a little bit of trouble finding the handle. That just made it a little more dramatic and went in for his third score of the first half. 3 of the 6 touchdowns scored by that man right there, DJ Johnson, the junior receiver for the McAllen Memorial Mustangs.
He was out here early today, even though it was drizzling, and something many fans don't know, that Trevor Spates was actually out here like at about 6:15 in the drizzle. He was jogging around the stadium, getting into his own mindset. Those kids are very hard workers.
Indeed, and let's take a look at the halftime stats. Of course, it was all Memorial first downs, 10-4, and Mission having as many rushing yards as they did first downs in the first half with 4 each. Total yards, very one-sided, 332 to 40. And of course the passing yards really big, probably the best passing game this season for Pedraza, who had 3 touchdowns in the first half. Penalties minor, just 1 penalty on each team. Turnovers, just 1, that was on Mission. And look at that. Now, how's that for being resourceful? That's over on the visitors' side, and they brought a tent with them. Now, how many people even think to bring the tent? You're getting ready for to go to the game. It's like, do you have the tickets? Do we have the umbrella? Do you have a jacket? Oh, and do you have the tent?
Absolutely, the fans of the game.
There we go, yeah. Now, normally that sort of thing is kind of frowned upon if they had 6,000 people over there. But with all the rain tonight, plenty of room to find an open seat here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. Mustangs, by the way, will have at least another game as they'll be in the playoffs next week, and a chance to clinch the outright district title with the win here tonight, as the kickoff is a squib kick received by the Mustangs. That's Joey Delgado who fell on it. And that's at the 40-yard line, it looks like, or the 39 actually, and the Mustangs will have good field position here to start the third quarter. So when they were at quarterback, we saw Pedraza start the game, and then in the second quarter, Sanchez came in, and now we see Pedraza once again. 2 receivers right and 1 left. That's Spates, actually, and Spates goes in motion. They'll hand it off to him, end around to the right side, and Spates with good room and breaks a couple of tackles. And boy, he came within an eyelash of breaking that one right there as he picks up a first down with an 11-yard gain.
And Coach Kaufman just throwing all kinds of wrinkles. Not too many times that you see Trevor Spates coming in motion from as a receiver. But I think what Coach Kaufman, offensive coordinator for the Mustangs, is doing is just throwing out some things for scouts from the Laredo area to think about.
Yeah, and that's something the Mustangs get into the playoffs. So being from District 30, they'll play District 29. In fact, all 4 teams from District 30 will go up head-to-head against District 29, which is up in the Laredo area. So here's Spates again on the toss to the left side, bounces his way outside, has the first down into Eagle territory, and steps out of bounds at around the 35. Another terrific gain of 15 yards. So he's had 11 and 15 here on his first 2 carries of the second half.
And we've talked about this before, Mark. Anytime there's a pitch out, the quarterback, Fabian Pedraza, just because he pitches out the ball doesn't mean that that's the end of the play for him. He has to get out there and also block. You can't be a quarterback on the Mustang team unless you can throw and block.
Well, Opening minute of the third quarter, 1st and 10, Eagle 35. Spates at the right side, dodges a tackler in the backfield, breaks another tackle at the 30 into the secondary. First down, spins his way inside the 20 and has about the 19-yard line. And this is a gain of 16. And boy, it's a Trevor Spates show.
About his average, you know. And Mark, the thing about Trevor is as he's running, he knows he's going to get hit, but he knows he's not going to go down. It's just like, get out of my way. And now he's using his arm as a weapon.
Jimenez down there throwing a block. So now under 11 minutes here in the third quarter, and the Mustangs started at their 39. This is just the 4th play at the drive, and they're already at the Eagle 19. Toss it right to Will Moore, dodges a tackler in the backfield, knifes his way forward up to about the 16-yard line, picks up 3 on the play when it looked like he might be dead to rights in the backfield.
And it did look like they were going to bring Will Moore down for a 4 or 5 yard loss, but he did an excellent job of gaining positive yards also. Right there breaking a tackle on the replay.
Did a good job of not panicking also, because I'm sure in his peripheral vision as the ball was being tossed to him, he could probably see the defenders coming right at him. That can be awfully distracting sometimes. 2nd down and 6. They're at the Eagle 16-yard line. This is Moore again. Breaks a couple of tackles and gets up to about the 12-yard line. To bring up 3rd down and short.
And, you know, I like to talk about Fabian Pedraza, junior quarterback. He's really matured over the season, Mark. We have to remember last year he got hurt in a scrimmage and did not even play the entire season. So this is actually like his first full season here with the Mustangs. And he's done a good job of making sure that they hang on to the ball. But this lefty quarterback is making this offense even more dangerous. And now
unbalanced line left as they quarterback sneak on 3rd and 1, and Pedraza easily has the first down up to the 5-yard line, picks up 7 on 3rd and 1.
And now Pedraza doing a good job of the quarterback sneak, and that puts the Mustangs at a 1st and goal at the 5. Mustangs are not letting up at all. Sometimes you think you go into halftime down up 42-0. You think they'll come back a little flat, but the Mustangs are just playing like they are the way they did in the first half.
1st and goal at the 5. Toss it left side. This is Moore inside the 5 to about the 1-yard line. He was brought down by the defender, 24, Alan Martinez, the free safety.
Good run by Moore, smelling the end zone. Kept his legs going and almost got into the end zone, 1 yard short. I wonder if they're going to give it back to him because of that hard running effort.
Yeah, he's a senior. It'd be nice to give him a touchdown here. Spates not in the game at the moment. 2nd down and goal at the 1. And Pedraza calls his own number, quarterback sneak, and he's in for the touchdown. Pedraza, who has 3 touchdown scores tonight through the air, now has one on the ground.
And we take a look at the cheerleaders and the student body, regardless of how it's raining. They're out here showing their school spirit.
Number 25, Joe Delgado.
So Mustangs up 48-0, and they have a new kicker in there. That's number 35, and it's up and it's good. And that was Ivan Davis, a junior kicker, one of 3 kickers they have on the roster. And he has the extra point, and the Mustangs lead it 49-0. We take another look at the replay, and it was Pedraza, quarterback sneak from the 1-yard line, goes in for the touchdown. And the Mustangs lead it 49-0 here in the third quarter. You're watching Football Night in McAllen right here on MITV. Tonight's game brought to you by McAllen Anesthesia Consultants. Holchamont Ltd., general contractors in McAllen. And by Purdue, Brandon, Fielder, Collins & Mott, LLP, attorneys at law. We certainly appreciate our sponsors here on Football Night at McAllen, as you got a nice shot there from the GoPro cam well above McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium. Here's Juarez running toward the ball, and his kick is going to go to about the 10 down to the 5-yard line, run up the near sideline. That's Hidrogo. Hit at the 20, falls forward to about the 23-yard line. So that Mustang scoring drive went 61 yards in 8 plays. Third and goal from the 1, the Mustangs, or rather second and goal from the 1, the Mustangs getting over for the touchdown.
Coach Peña is actually the coach with crutches.
Oh yeah, back there on the left we saw the head coach Mario Peña there on crutches.
Been a tough night for Coach Peña.
You can see the rain coming down there. Yeah, Peña with a lot of success in La Jolla back in the 1990s. Really the first successful head coach they had when they first got into football in the 80s.
He's a defensive-minded coach.
Yep.
I guarantee you next year you'll see a different kind of team for the Mission Eagles. But Mark, 49 points, total dominance on offense. That offensive line is just massive. And they played together for many games. They've been able to use the same offensive linemen for most of their games. Credit to the Esparzas, Ronnie Esparza, Anthony Esparza, the center, Chris El Bosque, Teddy Garcia, Edward Pequeño, and also the tight end we have a tendency to forget, Mark, is Adrian De La Torre. All these kids doing a fantastic job.
Meanwhile, Cuellar hits Liam Arias, who is listed as a backup quarterback, but Arias in there as a receiver, who caught that and picked up a Mustang, or rather an Eagle first down.
And we do see some substitutions on defense, Mark. We got different players having an opportunity to take a coach. Look at Coach Bill Littleton, as he has a hoodie, making sure that he doesn't get too wet.
Yeah, he's all bundled up, and this is his 12th year as head coach of the Mustangs. Most successful coach in the program's history. As they hand this off, looks like Martinez surging forward, brought down by Hinojosa. And I think number 90 in there as well.
Hinojosa and Cesar Valdez. We also see Robert Rojas.
And we were talking a moment ago about the Mission coaching staff. I noticed a familiar name in their quarterbacks coach, Lionel Casas.
Yes, true.
Yeah, longtime head coach at the Mercedes Tigers, but now an assistant with the Eagles.
Jason Velasco is also in on defense.
Here on 2nd and 5 for Mission. Quick pass out to the left side, and then brought down quickly. That's the first catch of the evening for 83 Joshua Flores. It's a junior receiver, and Michael Garza, the safety, in there quickly for the tackle.
Michael Garza is very quick. He comes up to make tackles from his safety position very often.
Take a look at the replay. See Cuellar hit him quickly. And, you know, Mustangs have done a good job tonight of not allowing ball carriers to break tackles. You know, I think Mission, I haven't seen them play, but I'm guessing part of what they try to do on offense is maybe hit the short pass, and if they can break a tackle, they can get a big gain. We haven't seen that tonight, as the snap is bobbled, low snap to Cuellar, and Cuellar can only fall on it. So it's a loss of yards back to about the 34. So 3rd and 2 turns into 4th and 10, and they'll have to punt.
With this defensive performance, the Mustangs came into this district game with the 5th best defense. And with this performance, they could shoot up to maybe 4th in district.
Eagles punt it for the 6th time tonight. Takes a bounce at the 30-yard line in Mustang territory, and will be killed after the ball crawls down to the 26-yard line. So Mustangs have it at their own 26. You know, the Mustangs have, their offense has been on fire tonight, as they have scored every time they've had the ball. And right now, 4:58 to play in the 3rd quarter. See what the Mustangs do here. And in at quarterback is going to be number 7, Sanchez. And that we've got some new offensive linemen in there as well.
Sure
Try to
do.
ID them for you. 55, Carlos Saenz Jr. is in there.
Number 60.
And number 60 is Ricky Saldivar. Big 245 pounders. So they just have a conveyor belt of top offensive linemen there at Memorial. As Sanchez tries to go to the right side, but is strung out well by the defense. And a good job by Mark Garcia, number 42 for Mission. He's a pretty good athlete, isn't he, number 42? He goes both ways.
He does. It's not easy to do that.
Yeah, Garcia, a receiver and a defensive back for Mission. And you don't see that much at the top flight level in high school football. Usually at what used to be 3A, now 4A, you would see it at that level. But in the old 5A or the new 6A, that is a rarity, and you ever see Garcia. Quite an athlete. So Sanchez on 2nd down and 8. Toss to the right side, Hernandez, and he bounces his way across the 25 up to the 28.
And
I think, Mark, you can't call it a night already with about 4 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Trevor Spates and DJ Johnson and a lot of the starters are going to take the rest of the night off, and why not? They played very well, and they got to get themselves ready for the playoffs next week.
That's right, and if there should be a home playoff game for either the Bulldogs or the Mustangs, hope to have that for you here on MITV. As on 3rd down and 3, Sanchez will call his own number, trying to get up to the 30-yard line. He needed the 31, however. I think he's going to be about a yard short. And the Mustangs are going to bring on their punting units. We take a look at the 2 stellar athletes for this Memorial team. One of the reasons why they average 460 yards and 43 points a game is those 2 gentlemen right there. DJ Johnson on the left, who has 3 touchdowns tonight, 59, 76, and 72 yards. And then Trevor Spates on the right, who has scored twice tonight and probably picked up somewhere between 150 and 200.
Having fun on the sideline.
And now has 30 touchdowns on the season. 30 touchdowns in 10 games. As we see a muffed punt by Mission, and it looks like the Mustangs have got it, and they do. So it's a 2nd turnover of the game, and the Mustangs come up with the football at the Eagle 42-yard line.
And a great call by Nelson Juarez. Mark, I do believe all season long, the only time the Mustangs punted more than twice was against Sherryland. I think they punted 4 times. Other than that, they've never punted more than twice in a game.
Well, they punted once here tonight.
Look at the official on this replay. Look at how excited he gets. He stops, and he's got great technique, and look at how he signals 1st down. Attaboy, Nelson.
Good style points there. 2:45 here in the 3rd, and might be a busted play as Sanchez turned around, nobody in the backfield, so he carries it forward for a gain of about 2 up to the 40-yard line. Mustangs, by the way, have been kind of quiet for them on the ground tonight. They've had 196 yards rushing, and they came into tonight averaging about 375. And of course, I'm sure the weather has something to do with it. Also, the passing game between Pedrosa and DJ Johnson has reached it's very stellar tonight. So we toss it to the right side, and this is a break at the 30, and still running at the 20, and going in for the touchdown, and the Mustangs score from 41 yards out, and that's Michael Grace, the senior running back.
Deja vu, Mark. Remember one of the earlier games in the season? We didn't know about Mr. Grace, and he had like a 70-yard run, and it was like, where did he come from?
Number 35, Ivan Davis.
And just as I talk about the Mustang running game being relatively quiet, they burst one 41 yards, and that's Grace there getting congratulated by his teammates. They're up to 237 on the ground now. And the Mustangs lead at 55-0. Extra point is up and good, and a second extra point by Ivan Davis. And the Mustangs lead at 56-0. 2 minutes, 2 seconds to play here in the 3rd as we take another look at this TD by Grace. And there's our score, 56-0 here in the third quarter. You're watching Football Night at McAllen right here on MITV. McAllen ISD is expanding its pre-kindergarten program to a full day. Enrollment has begun. Our pre-kinder students are all eligible for an iPod Touch. Call 618-6031 or log on. It's all-day pre-K in McAllen ISD. And we're back here on Football Night at McAllen. I'm Mark May with Mario Reyna. It's been all Mustangs tonight. There we see the unsung heroes tonight, the offensive line of the Mustangs. They're the ones really getting it done. 74 is Edward Pequeño and 76 Teddy Garcia sitting there. And there's your real stars. And for 75, Joe Brito. They're the ones who do all the blocking for Spates and for Grace and for Moore and Pedraza and Sanchez. And they're the engine that runs this Mustangs team. As we see Drogo, who's had about 7 or 8 kickoff returns tonight, up to about the 25-yard line. Delgado with the tackle. Delgado's had a pretty good game. And there's some more of the linemen. We see there on your right side is 55, Carlos Saenz, and then number 60 who came in there, Saldivar. And then 83 is De La Torre, the tight end. And there's our...
those are the guys that really deserve a lot of recognition. They make us look good. Look, this guy would look like he was ready to fall asleep, and all of a sudden he got all excited. Look at him.
Yep, and they're looking, the two cameramen looking at each other.
Say hello to us over there. We want to know who that is. Who's hiding right there in that camera?
That's Israel, camera 2.
Okay, Israel.
Flag on the play.
And we got a flag on the play here. I haven't seen many hankies out there tonight. Only 2 combined in the first half, and this is the first one of this third quarter, I believe.
And Mark, you can expect a bunch of Mustangs to be on the all-district team, and definitely several that should be on the all-valley team.
5 yard.
And for sure, Trevor Spates will be on the all-state team, and who knows if somebody else can crack that team. But the Mustangs having a wonderful year.
Another Mustang substitute in there is number 11, Noe Gonzalez. And here in the Mission backfield is Salazar. Salazar in a short game. A lot of Mustang backup players in there now.
Here's another cameraman, Mark.
There's Aaron on camera 3. He's in the middle. He's right at the 50-yard line. And you can see how tough it is being a professional photographer.
There we go.
Brave the elements. And there's our roving camera right there.
That other guy in the back.
Producer
what is
Erasmo
doing?
Cervantes.
Photo bombing the.
Yeah, right behind him.
You know. And this is the toughest one of them all. Up there at the top of the stadium, Mark.
Yeah, Sergio Villanueva. He's got the main cam. He's got the bird's eye view, and that's his camera angle right there.
I don't understand what he's doing up there. I saw a tent. He's not even under it.
He's all about the football. And here's Cuellar, short pass. This is Hidrogo. And he's knocked out of bounds about 4 yards shy of the first down. They get most of the penalty yardage back. And now we see a late flag come in after the play. This might be a late hit of some sort. And at the moment, they're looking at about 3rd and 4, but it could be an Eagle first down after we see what this penalty's about.
It's a late hit, Mark, and you have some players that haven't played a lot of time, so they're always, they're a little excited.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are, Mark.
Yep, here we are. Hopefully we'll be here next week, and hoping the Mustangs or the Bulldogs get a home playoff game, and we can then bring that to you right here on MITV and all our platforms, and of course across the state on the Time Warner Cable Channel 323, and we're coming to you in HD on McAllenISD.org.
Mark, I do want to tell you in the girls volleyball playoff game, the Mackay girls are up 2-0 against the Edinburgh Bobcats, and if we get a final score, we'll share it with everyone.
All right, yeah, good luck to the Lady Bulldogs volleyball, and I know the night before this game being played on November 6th, Thursday, November 6th, the Lady Mustangs volleyball saw their season come to an end in a playoff against Los Fresnos, so we still want to congratulate the Lady Mustangs on their terrific season, getting to the playoffs. And it looks like their football counterparts will be going to the playoffs too. The Mustangs up 56-0 over Mission, and Memorial about a quarter of a way from being able to celebrate a district championship. Here's a quick pass, and this is Hidrogo, and he's brought down after about a 4-yard gain. Tackle on the play for the Mustangs was number 50, Jason Velasco. So senior defensive lineman. So you take a look at Hidrogo, who is a junior. He'll be back next year for this Mission Eagle team. And by the way, we're at the end of 3 quarters of play. So we'll take a break. You're watching Football Night in McAllen right here on MITV. Back for the 4th in a moment.
Las inscripciones en línea del Distrito Escolar de McAllen ya están abiertas. Ofrecemos una gran variedad de cursos de alto nivel académico. Somos reconocidos a nivel nacional. Tenemos el programa de prekinder de día completo. Viva donde viva, inscríbase con nosotros.
And we're back here on Football Night at McAllen, about to start the 4th quarter. And the Mustangs up 56-0. They've outscored the Eagles 14-0 in the first, 28-0 in the second, 14-0 in the third. So we take a look at some of the fans there. A lot of the Mustang fans here tonight. Didn't see the stadium was a complete ghost town until about maybe 10 minutes before the game started. And everyone was in the breezeway in the concourse area, and they were all just kind of waiting for as long as they could till the game was about to start. Then they came out. So we have a modest crowd here tonight.
Defense, number 11, 5 yards. The penalty results in a first down.
And you can see a penalty being enforced there against the Mustangs. So that'll bring 3rd and 7, makes it 3rd and 2. As we take a look at the Mustang fans here on the home sidelines. They're excited. They're playoff bound for the 5th straight year, and they'll be district champions for the first time since 2011. So we're at 11:45 to play in the 4th. Snap to Cuellar. And he's going to go long to the right side, and it's knocked away at incomplete. Looked like Noe Gonzalez with a terrific defensive play intended for Belize, who looked like he was open. It looked like a good pass, and then a great closing speed there by Gonzalez to knock the ball away.
Mark, a good defensive play by Gonzalez. And let's not forget that the Mustangs in the last couple of years, Mark, they've done well where they've advanced twice to the third round, and and they had some real competitive games against I know the last time against San Antonio Reagan.
So 2nd down and 10 after the incompletion. They're at the Mustang 41-yard line. Handoff to Salazar, who's up to about the 41, or excuse me, the 39. Gain of 2 on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 8. By the way, we just got an update on the volleyball, Mario, and the McAllen Lady Bulldogs have won their area round playoff 3 games to none.
I also got a phone call from one of the referees to let me know, so I'll give him a shout out for doing that, and that's Juan Quiroz. Gave me a call and said that the McAllen Bulldogs played very well, and congratulations to the Lady Bulldogs.
All right, they'll either play Laredo United or Brownsville Veterans Memorial in the 3rd round of the state volleyball playoffs. Incomplete pass as Cuellar rolled out to his right. It's intended for Belize again, who is open on that far sideline. And there we see the Mustang cheerleaders, and they haven't lost their spirit this entire game. They had their ring gear on, and but they're still doing all their normal cheer stuff. And they'll have competitions themselves. We don't think of that as cheerleaders as much, but you know, they're the only ones who do not have an off season. They cheer for every team throughout the whole year. They go to camps and competitions during the summer, and so cheerleading is a year-round sport, literally a 12-month sport. And I believe they have competitions like regionals and state and even nationals in January and February. So best of luck to the Lady Mustangs, who have always done well in the regional, state, and national arenas. Have a timeout call by the Mission Eagles right now. 10 minutes, 50 seconds to go here in this 4th quarter. The Mustangs up 56-0. Quick recap for you. DJ Johnson has 3 touchdowns tonight. Pedraza with 3 touchdown passes and a 4th touchdown that he ran in. Trevor Spates with 2 touchdown runs. Joey Delgado an interception return for a TD. And then Michael Grace with a long touchdown run. There we see Trevor Spates, number 21 there. And then those numbers on the helmet, those black numbers on the left side of the helmet, indicate the years in which the Mustangs have gone to the playoffs under Coach Bill Littleton. And you can see he's got quite a legacy going. And Spates, by the way, building quite a legacy for himself. He's only a junior, 5'9", 196, and plays running back. And look at the speed, the 4.44 speed. Huge bench press squat, vertical leap of 33 inches. And looks like at the time the photo was taken, at least, he was favoring University of Arizona. So he might be a Wildcat a couple of years from now, but you never know, because he's getting more and more attention from national college scouts. And he will definitely be playing at the next level. Cuellar on 4th and 9. First time Mission's gone for it. Throws an incomplete pass as he was heavily pressured and was trying to hit Arias, number 8. And the ball falls incomplete, and the Eagles will turn it over on downs.
I think I'm going to go next door, Mark, up here in the press box. Coach Kaufman's wife was a principal at Fossil Middle School. If she can get to, communicate with Coach Marcus Kaufman, we need to keep this ball on the ground. Let's make sure that this clock rolls. No passes. No,
Coach Kaufman there, we can see kind of shaded a little bit by number 6.
And he's really interesting. He's the only coach I've ever spotted in the Rio Grande Valley that he warms up his quarterbacks at the beginning, before the game, by throwing passes back and forth with them.
Eric Guerrero on the carry for the Mustangs. On the stop for the Eagles.
And Eric Guerrero on the carry there for the Mustangs. First time he's had the ball tonight.
We'll take a look at Marcus Kaufman. I'm not his agent, but I know on Tuesdays for Time Warner, we do have it go statewide, correct? But if anybody's looking for a head football coach, that guy is an excellent candidate.
Orly Cortez, number 6, just checked into the game. He's a tight end. Brought into play. We have a new quarterback in there, too. Number 2 is Bryson Caldwell. He's a senior. And Caldwell's going to toss it to Hernandez left side. Hernandez, good room. And he looks like he's close to a first down, up about the 49-yard line. So the Mustangs will likely be content to keep the ball on the ground for the rest of this game. In fact, Mario, your wish is their command. At halftime, the Mustangs were 4 for 4 for over 200 yards. They're getting over 50 yards a pass in the first half, but they haven't thrown a pass here in the second half since they had the big lead at halftime, and just looking to end this game as quickly as possible here in the steady drizzle, and then take everyone healthy into the playoffs. Jimenez with his first carry tonight. He's been a force on the special teams and has also helped on offense with some blocking. And his first time to carry the ball here on 3rd and short, but he's going to come up a yard short. He'll bring up 4th down and 1.
And Mark, I have another shout out to a person that keeps tweeting. And I mean, we get all kinds of information on McAllen ISD. And that's Andrea Hathcock doing an excellent job of keeping us all informed on the McAllen ISD Twitter network, which is pretty awesome to know, and we keep getting information on what's going on in the volleyball games and all this good stuff.
Yeah, she does an excellent job. She sends out the tweets, which, by the way, if you don't get McAllen ISD's tweets, just text follow McAllen ISD to 40404. So text follow McAllen ISD to 40404, and you can get all the tweets for McAllen ISD. By the way, the Mustangs go for it on 4th and 1, and they pick up the first down just barely with nothing to spare. They're at the 49-yard line on the Mustang side, as Mustangs going from left to right. There we see Coach Bill Littleton pacing the sidelines. And earlier this year won his 100th game as the Mustangs head coach. And here's a toss right. And this is the first carry of the game for 32. Is that correct? No, that's 23. I had it backwards. My dyslexia there. 23, that was Eric Guerrero.
Eric Guerrero. And a bunch of kids getting an opportunity to play tonight.
Yeah, 32 is Rios, the middle linebacker. So when I thought I saw 32, I thought, well, that can't be right. That Eric Guerrero with a good run there. There we see on the sideline 44, Josh Godinez. He's a senior linebacker. Standing next to number 33. That's Jared Lara. Nice sideline view there. And Caldwell's going to keep this one. Looked to be a little bit of a busted play. He looked like he wanted to toss, but nobody looking his way, so he smartly took the ball under his hip and kept on going. 3rd down.
Gain of 3 brings
Clock
up
running
third
at
down, 3 for the
7:04 to
Mustangs.
play in this game.
Your line of scrimmage.
I don't think anybody's going to be interested in using a timeout the rest of the way. Memorial up 56-0.
And I'm pretty sure you're not going to see, at least from the Mustang side, any passes.
Give them a call at 627.
Another Mustang in the game coming out to the right side is 84 Carlos Escobar, lined up at receiver there on the bottom of your screen. And then going in motion is Cortez, the tight end.
Flag on the play.
And we've got a flag on the play. A lot of new faces in there for the Mustangs, players who don't normally get to play in these varsity games, so you are seeing a little bit of...
5 yards. Remains third
I'm
down.
going to have to ask the referee, Butch Holtelling, because I don't see his glasses with any wipers. So how was he able to maintain? Butch Holtelling doing a fantastic job in this game.
You can see the ball is just shy of the Mission 48-yard line. Third down and 8 here for the Mustangs. Caldwell will be under center. Jimenez behind him in the I. And also Grace is back there. Caldwell falls down and just has to fall on the ball. So that'll bring up fourth down and about 10. And we might see the Mustangs punt. Clock is going to be under 6 minutes to play in this game.
3 brings up fourth down, 10.
We give credit to the tackle there on
Back in punt formation for the
Mustangs number 60 maybe.
Maybe, or and then the Eagle who was in there is the senior defensive end, number 99, Luis Rubio. He's played all year defensive end for these Eagles. Mustangs to punt for the second time tonight. This is high and going to be fielded at the Eagle 19. It's a fair catch by Belize. So Mission will start at their own 19-yard line. And maybe the last chance for them to try to get a score in this game. 5:37 left in the fourth. They're down 56-0. We'll go ahead and take a quick break. You're watching Football Night in McAllen right here on MITV. All right, back here for the first or the rest of the fourth quarter. And as the Eagles hand it off on first down, the ball squirts loose. I don't see an indication yet of whether, I think they were going to say the running back was down. Mustangs had apparently recovered a fumble, but they're saying the Eagle rusher was down. And so it'll bring up second down and 9.
Gain of 1 brings up second
Eagles
down,
have started
9
actually at their
for the
20.
Eagles.
Pick up 1, so they got second down and 9. There's about 5:10 to play here in the game. And Mustangs up 56-0. They'll improve to 9-1 on the season with their 9th straight win, and they'll be a perfect 6-0 in District 36A. There's Cuellar. He's gone the whole game at quarterback. The quick toss to his receiver, Flores, who gets across the 30 and has an Eagle first down.
There was another fumble mark, but as we all know, the ground cannot cost a
Gain of
fumble.
11 on the pass completion being Eagle, first down.
The Eagles like those short passes and then hope to break one. And
For the sponsors,
Mission
Pharmacy,
defensive backs have
back
done a
in
good
the
job
Mustang,
of
Pharmacy,
keeping that in check here tonight. And you can see why Flores got up and is, looked like his back was ailing him as he trotted back to the huddle. As you can see, he got sandwiched between a couple of Mustang defenders there on that replay. First and 10. Here's Cuellar going to hand this off in the back. Looks like Martinez bulls his way forward and is hit in the backfield. And again, the ball comes loose. Godinez picks it up, but I think they're going to rule he was down.
That's 3 straight times, Mark.
Martinez on the carry for the Eagles.
It's becoming almost routine. I mean, the Mustangs are getting the ball and then they don't even celebrate. They just hand it back to the official, kind of knowing that it's still Mission's ball. You see the replay there. A couple of Mustang defenders, Godinez in there. And I think also number 50, Velasco. 33 was in there too. That was Lara. So a lot of Mustangs getting a lot of extra experience out there tonight. And the Mustangs up by 8 touchdowns. Cuellar's going to roll out right with 3:45 to go. Going to go long down the right sideline. It's caught in Mustang territory, then pushed out of bounds. Great throw and catch there from Cuellar to Belize. They tried that earlier, and it almost connected, and it was knocked away. And this time, the Eagles are successful and moved the ball deep down at to Mustang territory. As we saw the Eagle fans over there, maybe too tired really to cheer at this point. But this is the most successful play of the game so far for the Mission Eagles, and maybe the first time, Mario, that they've been into Mustang territory. Certainly the deepest they've been.
And give Cuellar credit. He's not giving up. He's going to play till the last minute.
So 1st and 10 at the Mustang 30. They'll hand this off, and a short gain of a yard for Martinez. And I know the Mustangs, pride begins to kick in. You want to keep your shutout if you're on defense. Clock running at 3:20. By the way, here are the scores this season for the Mustangs. And you can see they've just been an offensive juggernaut. And their high score for the year, 56, isn't even close. They got 69 back in September 5th against Economides. And, of course, they've been over 40 6 times this season, including tonight, where they lead at 56-0. Here's Cuellar, wants to throw over the middle. Man is caught at the 17 and wrapped up at about the 16. Now breaks attack with Drogo. And a good play there for the Eagles, who get down to about the 17-yard line before the tackle's made by number 24, Irving Guajardo.
And Trey Gemma.
Good play there by Drogo. And Drogo, another one of those players, who's going to be coming back next year for this Mission team.
And even our stadium announcer, Celso Gonzalez, he's used to saying first down Mustangs all night. He said first down Mustangs, even though it's a first down for the Eagles. So I got to give Celso a shout out on that one.
Clock running at 2:22. Can the Eagles avert the shutout? Cuellar rolls to his right, throws toward the end zone, and it's incomplete. Noe Gonzalez providing coverage, but now there's a late flag coming in. 2 late flags come in, and this might be a pass interference. Pass was intended for Belize again, right at the goal line, and pass looked to be a little behind him, and as he reached back for it, I think Gonzalez ran through him.
That's correct, and anytime you have 2 officials throwing the flag, it's 2 officials couldn't be wrong on the same play. Correct, Mark?
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure even one official can't be incorrect.
And let's see what Butch has to say.
Play. Defensive pass interference. Number 11. By rule, the penalty was in the end zone. The ball will be placed at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal from the 2.
By rule, Mark. Ball goes on the 2-yard line according to Butch.
Isn't everything by rule?
I think so.
There we see on the replay, and this is, that technically occurred in the end zone. You can see they were on the goal line, which is part of the end zone. And this will put the ball on the 2-yard line, a 1st and goal for the Eagles. So the Eagles, who have trailed this entire game, trying to get on this board. Clock stopped at 2:15 to play. Here's Cuellar, handoff Martinez, hit in the backfield. Ooh. Lucas Rios in there, just crashing through like a wrecking ball. Actually, it's Lara. 32 Rios, normally a middle linebacker, but Lara in there this evening, the sophomore linebacker, crashing through, and a great tackle there. Looked like Ray Lewis of the old Baltimore Ravens.
Jared, is that him?
Yep, that's him.
He's got a nice little highlight play for himself.
So this will bring up 2nd down and goal. Moves the ball back to the 3. They try Martinez again hit in the backfield. Actually, it's Cuellar keeping it. They faked it to Martinez. It even fooled me. Cuellar kept it, tried to go around the left side, and he was brought down by the Mustangs, Juan Dominguez.
Jesus Islas also on the tackle.
And the Eagles, who had 1st and goal at the 2, now have 3rd and goal at the 4. 2 running plays have each lost a yard. So the Mustangs determined to preserve that shutout. Clock now at 1:03 to play in the game. Eagles, I'm sure, with 2 more chances to score here. 3rd and goal. Cuellar looking to throw. Trying to hit the slant, and it's knocked away incomplete. Terrific defense there by Noe Gonzalez, who reached in, knocked the ball away at the goal line. And this will bring up 4th and goal. Take a look at the replay.
All right, Mark, so I'll ask you, do you think the Eagles will score?
I don't think they will. They've had 3 negative plays in a row here.
I'm just going to go opposite, Mark. I think they're going to score a touchdown. Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens.
They
Fourth and
struggled
goal
all night.
at the 4. They'll go into spread formation. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Snap to Cuellar. Throw to the end zone again. It's tipped, incomplete, and now it's it's tipped again. A flag is down, and it's finally intercepted by the Mustangs. 3 different Mustangs tipped it. One of the Eagles tipped it, and I think the Mustangs end up with it, but there was a flag down. A crazy play there on 4th down, and the interception by 51, Andres Fuentes.
So you got me on that one, Mark.
Let's see what the penalty is. Mustangs defense has already come off the field. Mustang cheerleaders are happy. Holding against the Mustangs. But was it before or after the interception?
We'll find out.
During the play, holding on the defense, number 11. After this is goal, it is an automatic first down.
Marky, I'm back in the game.
Well, I don't know. You said they would score on 4th down.
I said they would score.
You didn't say they would score on
they would
first
not
down.
score, so
Okay,
I'm back
well,
in the game, Mark.
So we start all over. It's a rewind and kind of a shame because you see that crazy play there. 3 different Mustangs and 1 Eagle touch the ball. First and goal at the 2, handoff, and this is bottled up at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, it just doesn't seem like anything works for the Eagle offense.
The Mustangs have now held for 5 consecutive plays from a first down that began at the 2. So on 4th and goal, the Mustangs intercepted, but there was a holding penalty that gave the Eagles, I believe the Eagles have called timeout here, by the way, and the Eagles were given a first and goal again from the 2. And their first play there, a handoff Martinez, who was stuffed at the line. It's now 2nd and goal at the 2. And the clock is stopped with 37 seconds left. The Eagles, who had used a timeout back in the 3rd quarter, now use their 2nd timeout. And now the game has kind of become interesting because people want to stay and see what happens here. You don't see this very often. The Eagles have had the 5 consecutive plays from inside the 5, and the Mustang defense, all backup players at this point, have been holding. And they're determined to keep the Eagles out of the end zone. You know, this is where pride kicks in. Scores 56-0. No players on the field care about that right now. The Eagle players just want to score. The Memorial players just want to hold them. So 2nd and goal. There's 37 seconds left.
They're spreading them out, Mark. They're spreading them out, so look for a quarterback draw. Nope.
And run to the left, and a pass into the end zone is incomplete. Yeah, that is spread formation. 3 receivers to the left side. Cuellar rolled out left, and there may have been a miscommunication because where he threw it, there was no Eagle receivers. Eagles all broke in different directions.
You know how a lot of teams like to spread them out and then have that quarterback draw? I thought that's what they were going to run.
And that'll bring up 3rd down and goal from the 2. So the Eagles still have 2 more downs, and Memorial's now held for 6 consecutive plays here inside the 5. 3rd down and goal, 33 seconds left. Eagles do have a timeout, so they could run it here. Cuellar, the snap from shotgun. Going to throw to the back of the end zone, and it's incomplete. An Eagle had his hands on it, but couldn't control it. And it goes incomplete, and it's 4th and goal.
Well, that's basically how it has gone all night for the Eagles. Nothing is working.
So, clock stops on the incomplete pass. Eagles will have 4th and goal from the 2. There's 28 seconds left. Game is already decided. It's Memorial up 56-0.
Okay, Mark, will they score?
Yep, these teams are determined here.
What do you say? Will they score? I say yes.
I don't think they will. 4th and goal from the 2. Shotgun snap. Throw into the end zone, and it's incomplete.
Give him a touchdown. He had the ball. Where's the hands, ref?
It's incomplete, and the Mustangs will take over on downs, and the fans are delirious about that. It's almost like the game was, you would think it was just a 1-point game with the amount of emotion that came into play. As you see some of the fans taking selfies now to help celebrate what's going to be a win.
I want to see the replay.
Yeah, and it looked like it was almost caught by Hidrogo, even though the pass was a little behind him, it would have been a terrific catch, but he was unable as he spun around to maintain control of it. It looked like he got both hands on it, but as he spun around, the ball came loose and floated harmlessly to the turf, and it's a turnover on down. So the Mustang defense holds for 8 consecutive plays inside the Mustang 5-yard line, most of those plays coming from the 2-yard line.
Fourth quarter, it's Eagle pass 14, Del Rio 7.
So 24 seconds left. Mission does have a timeout. They probably won't use it. Memorial will need to only snap it one time. Quarterback is Caldwell, who's played most of this fourth quarter. Now we've got a flag down as the delay clock has reached 0.
Delay on the offense. After this is goal.
This will be a half the distance penalty, so it goes to the 1-yard line. And I know the Mustangs want to preserve their shutout, so they don't want to give up a safety here on this last play. Probably will be a quarterback sneak forward. And you see Caldwell comes up under center now. And indeed is a quarterback sneak. He goes forward for a yard, is tackled at the 2, and they won't need to snap it again. In 19 seconds and the clock will run out. And congratulations to the McAllen Memorial Mustangs, your district champions for District 36A here in 2014. There we see Coach Bill Littleton and his team earning the district title for the first time since 2011 when these seniors were freshmen. And now as seniors, they have another district title to celebrate. And it's their 5th playoff trip in a row. The Mustangs will be competing in the bi-district playoffs along with the McAllen Bulldogs. And of course Palmview and La Jolla. So congratulations to the McAllen Memorial Mustangs who win their 9th straight game. They improved to 9-1 and 6-0 in the district. Mission season ends at 2-8 overall and 1-5 in the district. And it's Mustangs 56, Eagles nothing. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm Mark May along with Mario Reyna, the rest of our MITV crew. We'll see you next time on Football Night in McAllen. Good night.
Tonight's game has been brought to you by McAllen Anesthesia Consultants, Ultramont Ltd., General Contractors in McAllen, and by Purdue Brandon Fielder Collins & Mott LLP, Attorneys at Law. A child growing up to become successful. It's every parent's dream. For some, the dream includes becoming an engineer. Through McAllen ISD, such a track is possible. It's the Dual Enrollment Engineering Academy. This program is for students who are serious in pursuing engineering as a career. Courses are taken at South Texas College during the last 2 years of high school. Students will graduate from high school with an associate's degree in hand, and it's all free. At McAllen ISD, if you want to be an engineer, you choose your course of study.